Hello, hello. Happy marvelous Monday, everybody. I hope that you are well. I'm excited you are joining me. Those of you who have been following me, you already know. Listen, this month, the entire month of August is dedicated to tenants. It's all about a clean home, cleaning your home campaign. So if you had an opportunity to check out the description, I'm giving one lucky winner every Monday a cash prize. And the only requirement is for the tenant to either submit pictures or videos of their home before and after they clean. That's it. That's the only requirement. So, thank you so much for tuning in again. I do appreciate you. I am KarissaSpann, the landlord and tenant coach, and this is what I do each and every Monday right here on either Facebook, YouTube, and or my LinkedIn page. I share information usually that will help landlords as well as tenants. I do that because I've been in the industry for almost 3 decades, working in various roles and capacities, from property management to being a property management instructor to a housing inspector, housing educator, and a whole bunch of other things pertaining to real estate and property management. So, again, thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time, show me some love in the chat box. Say, hey, girl, hey, let me know that you're here. Let me know that where you're tuned in from. Let me know if you are a landlord or a tenant. All right. But again, for the month of August, every Monday, it's all about tenants. So today I'm going to share some information. I'm going to share some pictures because I want people to realize and understand the importance of maintaining a clean home. And I know that that's something that many people, I believe, take for granted. And why do I say that? Because I've come into the acknowledgement and awareness that people will do things for two reasons: either because they don't know or because they don't care. And working in the role of a property manager as well as a housing inspector, some of the homes that I've gone in over the years, and I have managed so many families, thousands of families over the years. But some of the homes that I've gone into, what may be my idea of clean is not necessarily somebody else's idea of clean. And so I always have these conversations with my tenants to educate them and to inform them. And a lot of people don't really understand that although tenants do have rights, they also have responsibilities. And so those are just some of the things that I'm going to touch on today. And again, I'm going to show some pictures because I want you to get a visual of what things can look like in rental property. So I'm going to pause for a second. I'm going to acknowledge those of you who have shown me some love in the comment section. I want to acknowledge you. So today my setting is a little different because I want to take my time to just cover some information that I believe will be beneficial. So whether you are you're a first time renter, could be a homeowner, right? Doesn't really matter. Although I've put an emphasis on tenants, people everywhere, most of us have a roof over our head. And so let me just pause and say, if you are not godly thankful, that's something you should be thankful for, because there are so many people who are homeless. There are so many people who are looking for a place to call home, whether it's an apartment, whether it's a townhouse, a condo, a single family house, a big house, a small house, a skinny house, a crack house. Sometimes, yes, I said what I said. Sometimes people are so desperate to find housing, they will accept rental property in neighborhoods and communities that may not be the most desirable. But just for them to have a place to call home is all they're concerned about. That's all they care about. And so if you have a roof over your head, please be thankful for that. And the stories, the situations, the pictures that I'm sharing today, if that's not your story, you should also be grateful and thankful for that. I promise you that there are so many people going through so many things in life, and you would look at them and never know, right? You could look at them and never understand why or how they ended up in the situations that they're in. So, if you tuned in last week, I had a special guest on, and we talked about housekeeping is sometimes some of the reasons that people don't maintain a clean home. It could be depression. It could be a condition where maybe they are a hoarder. Maybe they have some sort of mental health disorder going on. There are so many things and reasons why people don't clean up. And again, sometimes people just don't know. And then you have those who genuinely just don't care. All right, so let me acknowledge some of you who are here today. Hello, sis. Hey, Tanika, thank you so much for tuning in, beautiful. Hello, Christina. Good evening, beautiful. I am so glad that you are here. Stay tuned. Please make sure that you all stick around to the end. All right. Hello, Kenya. How are you, beautiful? I appreciate you. I hope that your day was great. Tanika, you said you love my braids. Thank you. Listen, I needed something low maintenance because you know I ride my motorcycle and I've been taking this hydro spin class in the pool pretty much all year long. So I needed to take a break from my hair. Um, Tanika, you said you're an owner, soon to be a landlord. Sis, that is so exciting, man. You know, I'm your girl. I got you. If you need any information offline, I have a class, you know, that I teach for owners and landlords. So if you're interested in more information, how to screen tenants, uh, how to make sure you have the right application, making sure that you have the right lease, making sure that you have the correct language in your lease, because you already know my biggest thing is if you treat your business like a business, it will pay you like a business, right? And you already know that if you treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. So I have a 6-week program that I created just for landlords. So, sis, if you need that information, please inbox me offline. I am now preparing for my next class. Like I said, it is 6 weeks, it is online, and I promise that it is a wealth of information that you will need. All right. So, Kenya, listen, we are going to get into it today. So, I have been sharing information, letting you all know that April is the month of pretty much just a cleanup campaign, encouraging people to clean up, right? And so, out of the goodness of my own, out of my heart, I really, really do care. And my way of giving back is to just give away, right? And so, if you are a tenant, I'm asking that you send me pictures before you clean up and then send me pictures after you clean up for the entire month of August. Listen, we have a couple of weeks left. So every Monday, I will pick someone while I'm live online. I will pick someone, but I have to have your pictures. I'm not going to call out your name because I want to protect your privacy. I am not trying to embarrass anybody, but I'm just here to do a service. And so I do appreciate you all. Hello, Pearline. Happy Monday, beautiful. ATL Georgia is in the building and checking in. Hello, Miss Quick. Thank you so much for tuning in, Miss Quick. Miss Quick, listen, we need to talk offline. So, y'all already know the entire month of August is all about me giving back to tenants. Okay. So, if you know someone who is a tenant, or maybe if you are a tenant, I need your pictures. Every Monday, I'm just doing a giveaway. It's a cash giveaway. So if you're in the DC metropolitan area or not, maybe if you have Cash App or Zelle or PayPal, get the money, right? I'm trying to help you to get the money. But in the process, you got to clean up. So you got to do something and then I'll do something. Is that all right? All right. Hey, Miss Fails, thank you so much for tuning in today. You said, how do you get landlord tenant case numbers without going to the courthouse? Is there somewhere online where you can find this information? In PG County, absolutely. So here's what you do. Great question. Off topic, but you know I got you. I got the tea. I got the information that you want and that you need. So look up, do a Google search. You want to check out Maryland Case Search Online. Maryland Case Search Online. And you can look up court cases online in Prince George's County. And that's public information. That's free 99. All right. So let me know if you have any more questions. Let me know if that is helpful. And if not, we can chat offline and I can probably give you some more information. But check out Maryland Case Search Online. All right. Once you pull it up, it's going to take you to a page where you have to check a box, which is a disclosure. You check the box and then you just do a search. So once you get to that page, you'll put in your uh, either the case number if you have a case number, or if you have the name, the full name of whoever it is you're trying to look up, and it will pull up the information. So I hope that helps. You said tenant cases aren't posted there. Let's chat offline because there is an option. There's a way to pull that up so we can chat offline. All right, so I'm going to show you some pictures today, and then I'm going to select one lucky winner. All right, and I hope that they are watching, and if they are, I hope that they stay until the end. I'm so excited. Can't wait. All right, so let me show you some pictures for today, because I want people to see what it's like. Um, Inside of a home where people are having some sort of issue. All right, so the pictures that I'm showing today are pictures that I've taken from doing inspections and just going into rental property, right? So I told you I'm a housing inspector, and so that's one of the things that I do. I'm also a property manager. So going into tenants' homes, sometimes the environments are not so welcoming. Okay. I don't smoke. I don't pass any judgment on people who do. But because I don't smoke, um, sometimes cigarette smoke, marijuana smoke. I've gone into an apartment where a young lady was smoking or cooking, whatever she was doing, PCP, and it was a really, really strong odor. And this is what I tell my students, I tell my mentees, please know your environment. Please always be careful when entering homes, right? So I went into this one home and it absolutely smelled like death. For anybody who knows what death smells like, you understand death does have a smell. How do I know? Because I found tenants deceased in their rental property. And so the smell of death is something that you would never forget the smell of death, right? And so I went into a rental property and it smelled like death, but nobody was deceased. Well, at least from what I could tell, maybe I don't know if the tenant had a cat or something that may have died in the rental property. But all I do know is that it was a strong smell and it had obviously been there for a long time. There were lots of issues. So I can't even begin to tell you how bad the place was. I can't even show you all of the pictures today because we don't have that much time. But I'm going to share some pictures because I want people to understand that things are real for a lot of people. And sometimes people get into situations they don't know how to get out of. Sometimes people are embarrassed. Sometimes people are ashamed because of how they are living. You can see them outside. They may be well put together, dressed from head to toe. Hair looks nice, nice outfit. But when you go inside of their home, sometimes they are embarrassed to invite people to come in. So I did go, I conducted an inspection, and this young lady, she was crying out for help, but she was too embarrassed to say that she needed help. All right. So here's the thing, I'll do another campaign. If you see something, say something. Totally different live, but for the sake of this conversation, I saw something. So I had to say something to this young lady because I do have a heart for people. I have a heart for what I do, which is to make a difference. At the end of the day, listen, for me, I'm good, right? So I've been doing this for so long that I can recognize the signs, which is why I coach landlords and I teach tenants and I train my students. But let me show you my first picture of the evening, because this is the situation and this is the scene here. All right, let me pull up my first picture and I want you to see how serious things can be and actually are for a lot of people. Now, this is one out of many, many situations that I can share. All right, so this is someone's home. Someone actually lives in this place. This is the bedroom. The bedroom is where this tenant sleeps at each and every day. When they get up in the morning, when they leave their house, this is what it looks like. When they come back in the afternoon, in the evening, at night, whenever they return home, this is what they're coming back into. This is their sleeping quarter. All right. So if you see something going, I want you to let me know in the comment section. Let me know what you see in this picture here. What's going on in this picture? Put it in the comment section for me. Put it in the comment section for me. And this is not to embarrass anybody, um, but let's have this conversation. What do you see in the picture? Please put it in the comment section. And this is real time. This is somebody's life right now. There are a lot of people who live in this type of condition. And for a lot of people, it's okay. In the comment section, tell me what you see. All right. So I see your comments are coming in. I'll wait a few more seconds. What's going on in this picture? Let me know what you see. If you see it, put it in the comment section for me. And please do share this live if you're watching a replay. Thank you so much. All right. So I'm taking the picture down. Let me go to the comment section. Let's talk about it. All right. Hey, very lady Robinson. Hey, very lady Robinson. Listen, if you're in a DC metropolitan area and if you need a mobile notary person, she is your notary lady. All right. She's your notary lady. Please reach out to very lady Robinson, inbox her, um, let her know that I told you. All right. That's my bestie. That's my bestie. She has always had my back. We've been rocking for years, since high school, and I'm only 27. Can't you tell? All right, Miss Quick. All right, let's go to the comments. Kenya, you said prayers. Dysfunction is what you saw in that picture. Lady, you said someone is in need of help. Absolutely. Christina, let's go to your comment. You said fire hazard is one. Food, nowhere to place their items, probably. Absolutely. But here's the thing. This is this person's life. This is how they live. Kenya, you said it has gotten out of hand and no control and has given up. Absolutely. And sometimes that's what happened. When things get so far out of hand, when things get so out of control, people actually give up. They don't know. You know what? In that situation, I wouldn't even know where to begin, honestly. And sometimes people can lose themselves in chaos and dysfunctionalism. Maybe there's depression going on. There could be a number of things going on, right? And it's so true. And that's a good point. Sometimes people do lose themselves. All right. With this pen notary, if you need a mobile notary in Maryland, lady, what areas do you serve? Is it just Maryland or is it DC as well? I want my viewers to know how to reach you. Okay. Her services, if you want professional services, she will come to you to notarize your documents, but you must be in her jurisdiction. Okay, Miss Quick, you said that's what it looks like. Absolutely. Absolutely. So in that picture, that was someone's bedroom. Okay. That's a condition that, and again, this is not about bashing anybody. This is about awareness. Okay. So I do ask that we do respect people because this is somebody's situation, right? And it's very serious. And it's something that I don't take lightly. So I have offered to get this tenant some assistance um, because that's just what I do. I have done that before where I will send in a cleaning service to try to assist people to get their life back together. And I find that it makes the biggest difference just to come home to a clean environment, just to come home to a bed that's made or a floor that's clean. Um, I had Shanita Jefferson on last week, and she gave tips on how to maintain a clean home and some things that you can do to clean up that are really low cost, right? And so I hope that those of you who tuned in last week, you listened to the tips that Shanita gave because they were so on point. and she held nothing back. She told her testimony of how she was once homeless, and how she used that opportunity to help other people, and women to overcome their obstacles. All right, so lady, you said DC and Maryland. Okay, DC government issue documents only in DC and in Maryland. So if you need a notary um, professional, please look up Very Lady Robinson. The name of her business is, she's on Facebook, she's on Instagram, she's on YouTube. Oh, by the way, please check out her YouTube page with this pen notary. Check her out. Show her some love. And again, tell her that I sent you, her bestie. Okay. That's my little plug right there. All right. So let me go to another picture and then I'm going to get into the giveaway because there is one person and I believe they're still watching, who I am going to give the prize to today. All right. So let me go to some other pictures. I promise you, I'm not going to hold you long, but I'm going to hold you long enough to get this winner their money because I'm a woman of my word. All right. So let me pull up another picture. All right. So this is the hallway, okay, of this rental property. All right. You see what's going on with the wall. The wall on the right side. There's some clothing in the hallway. There's clothing on the banister, on the rail. And I didn't zoom in on this picture just for privacy. But if you look straight ahead, there's a door. And in front of that door is a lot of stuff that's blocking the door. And this is someone's home. This is where someone lives. This is where they lay their head down at night. Do you see the floor? I'm sure at some point in time, this pretty wood floor was immaculate. The floor is so damaged. The walls are so damaged. And I know that sometimes people don't really pay attention to the details, but if you visit someone's home and if it's in this condition, understand that they may have something going on, okay? There may be some sort of mental health illness. It could be financial, a financial situation that they're in. There's a whole laundry list of reasons that people live like this. This is not normal, okay? And if you live like this, please know and understand. Again, this is not to shame or embarrass anybody, but this is not normal, okay? Um, Now, if you're renting property from an owner or a landlord, I'm sure that you will want your landlord to maintain your home, whether it's a house or an apartment, a condo, whatever. You will want that landlord to take care of the repairs of the property. And landlords also want tenants to take care of their home. All right. So let's go to the comment section. All right. Kenya, you said it needs repairs as well as painting. Absolutely. You got it, Kenya. Good evening, Dee. Thank you so much for tuning in, beautiful. All right, Kenya, you said it's a very small space and you can't get through. Absolutely. So you saw how narrow that space was? Like you may literally have to turn sideways just to get through that hallway area. Very lady, you said it is a fire hazard. Absolutely. That is a fire hazard. All right, so let me show you one more picture and then I'm going to pull up the winner for the day. And please keep your pictures coming into me. All right, let me pull up this picture here. This is someone's home where they currently live. What do you see in this picture? If you see it, put it in the comment section for me. What's going on here? This could be a sign of depression. This could be a sign that they have given up. This could also be a cry out for help. This could be a sign of some sort of mental health disorder. This could be a sign of someone having a difficult time navigating or overcoming the challenges in life after a divorce, after a bad breakup, after losing their job, not knowing how to deal with people in relationships. This is a sign. It's a sign of something. So again, we're not judging. This month, we're not judging. We're helping people this month. All right, so let me go to the comment section, but I want you to tell me what you see, what you think is going on here in this picture. All right, so let me take the picture down. Let's go to the comment section. You said, is that normal wear and tear? Let me go back to the picture. Let me go back to the picture because there is something that is normal in this picture. So let me go back to the picture. Now, Ronnie G, let's answer your question. Is that normal wear and tear? There is something really normal about this picture, but I promise it's not normal wear and tear. Okay? It's normal for the floor to be brown. That's normal because it's wood floors. Okay? That's normal. Um, but what is not normal is the damage to the wood floors. You see the stains by the trash bags. I believe that look like no, those are not socks. Do you see there's a mask to the left of the trash bag? It's a black mask with look like yellow emoji faces on it. Do you see the stains on the wood floor? Okay, that's not normal wear and tear. That's damage to the floor. At the lower right of the picture, there are more stains, which is additional damage to the floor. So to answer your question, Ronnie G, no, that's definitely not normal wear and tear. That's tenant damage. Um, and unfortunately, I don't know how long this tenant has lived like this. It has been for an extensive period of time, from what I can tell. Um, so I wanted to share that with you. Let me go to the rest of my comments, and then I am going to announce the lucky winner. Miss Quick, you said they need help. Absolutely. They absolutely need help. Kenya, you said you don't even know what room it is. You just don't know. And unfortunately, um, this is their life. And a lot of people live like this. And you wouldn't know it. You would look at them and have no idea that this is the life that they live behind closed doors. Um, Lady, you said hoarding. Absolutely. All right, Kenya, you believe it's a mental breakdown. I agree. I believe that that's what it is. I believe that's what it is. All right, Christina, you said this reminds me, I am not ashamed to say it's the old me, but I was homeless years ago. I was living out of bags when I got my apartment. I was so used to living out of bags, it became a part of my home indoors. So I can relate to this picture. I was depressed. That is, listen, that is so good. I love the transformation. I love the authenticity of that comment that you just shared because so many people are ashamed to tell others where they came from or what they came out of. I shared last week that there was a point of my life where I too was homeless, right? My special guest who came on last week, she was homeless. Homelessness doesn't have a face. You will be surprised at how many people have experienced this. Um, so thank you for sharing that, Christina. Um, Miss Quick, you said you can see the floor. All right. Kenya, You said, let's see, it looks like they want to clean up because of the trash bags, but whatever is holding them back, I'm seeing depression. Yeah. Listen, when I look at that picture, it's heavy. It's heavy on me just looking at the picture. And I actually went into that home. So imagine for me, um, it was heavy on me because I have a heart for people. Um, and it was a lot of people there. I was the only female, of course. I was the only female. I was the housing inspector. And even there were guys there who would not come into that property just because of how it looked, how it smelled. I went from wall to wall, door to door, every floor, and it was really bad. It got worse. Um, Lady, you said Jesus. Absolutely. That's exactly what I said when I went in because the smell just kind of hits you right in your face. Like I said, it smelled like death. That's not normal. All right, Ronnie G, you said thank you, but an inspector would fail that unit. Absolutely. Listen, the inspector would not have even gone in because so now there are different type of inspections rather. So if it was just a housing quality standard inspector, that unit would have failed. The inspector would not have gone in the front door because the stairs were not sturdy or secure. There was extensive peeling, cracked, flaky paint on a front porch. It's a house, so that's not an apartment. That's actually a house. An inspector would not have gone in. But for the sake of the type of inspection I conducted, I had to go in. And but I was prepared, you know. So when I do my housing inspections, I'm not all dolled up. I don't have on like heels and all that stuff. I'm dressed as an inspector. I'm comfortable. I have my tools and my equipment on my belt. I have a tool belt that I usually wear just in case because I never know what's going to happen. But I never go in alone. So homeless. Miss Quick, listen, a lot of people have experienced that, and a lot of people currently are. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this giveaway campaign, this cleanup campaign, the entire month of August, because I want people to realize and understand that somebody actually cares. So that's exactly why I'm doing this. You said, wow, that's hard to deal with knowing someone lives there. Kenya, on a previous live that I did, I shared a picture where in an apartment. It was a room. It kind of looked like the one that I just showed you. Look, the picture looked very similar. But if you look deep into the picture, you can see that it was a little kid sleeping peacefully in a bed. That was so heartbreaking for me because that denoted that to me, that's sad that that child is used to living in that condition and situation. Um, and that's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate to grow up in that environment. All right, you've seen worse. So have I. So have I. Tanika, you said it's scary when people don't understand that they have mental health issues. You know, that's so good, Tanika. I was talking to one of my sisters in Christ the other day, and we just had this conversation because she was experiencing an issue with one of her neighbors. And, you know, she said she was nice to the neighbor. She thought the neighbor was her friend. And then all of a sudden, the neighbor just started attacking her and her son, you know, for no reason. Listen, people go through things, and if there's some sort of mental health issue, sometimes people are aware, sometimes they're not aware that they have an issue. Maybe to them, they're normal and everybody else is messed up. That's just how it is sometimes. All right, so let me take this comment, um, and then I'm going to my winner. They really need to add mental health counselors on staff at housing because um, it's a need, it's not met. So many residents have mental health issues. That's so true. I agree. But here's the thing, um, throughout the United States, there is a large population of people who are homeless. And unfortunately, unless there's some sort of wraparound service when it comes to housing, housing specialists are not um, they're not mental health providers. So unfortunately, the housing programs don't really accommodate people who have mental health issues. Now, there are some. So, for instance, in DC, right, you have Department of Behavioral Health, you have other programs also that do have case managers on staff. But unfortunately, um, not all housing programs have that. So, if someone is in need of services for mental health, one of the things that I always say is to reach out to your government agency. If you have a caseworker, maybe see if they have information that can get somebody some help. There are so many resources in the community. I do know that sometimes tenants are ashamed. Some tenants will not get help. Sometimes people will not receive help. I had a young man, well, actually, he's an older guy. I think he's about maybe 95 now. But he was a hoarder. He had bed bugs. He had a severe roach infestation in his apartment. And prior to me coming into that community to manage the property, the previous manager absolutely did nothing because this man had bed bugs, and he had bed bugs for so long that nobody would go in. And if you're familiar, if you understand bed bugs, you already know that when a person has bed bugs, you don't go in because all it takes is one bed bug to get on you. You could take it home, not know that it's on you. It could hatch, have babies, and then it keep producing babies. And bed bugs have more babies. And then before you know it, your place is infested with bed bugs. And so usually contractors, property managers, um, just professionals in general, even if you call 911 or the ambulance, if somebody has a place that's infested with bed bugs, usually individuals won't go in. But because I'm a housing inspector and I have a heart for people, I just, just prepared to go in. I put on a hazmat suit, a light hazmat suit. I went in to assess the condition of the apartment. And he thanked me, although he refused help. He refused to allow people to come in. And I told him, I said, listen, Mr. Tennant, I'm afraid to tell you that I think that your apartment is going to go up in smoke. You got to get rid of some of this stuff because it was a fire hazard. Like he had stacks of paper and boxes and trash that accumulated for God knows how long. I mean, he had newspapers that dated all the way back to 1950s, right? So he's been holding on to stuff for a long time and just refused to let it go. Um, and he understood what I said, and but he still just refused help. And I felt so bad for him because I couldn't even get the exterminator to go in. The exterminator said, Carissa, listen, there is no way that we can put heat in that apartment. He had so much stuff that the exterminator couldn't use chemicals, because when it comes to bed bugs, there are two treatments. There's a heat treatment and there's a chemical treatment. He had too much stuff, so they couldn't do the chemical treatment. So the only option was heat. But if he would have put heat in that apartment, the whole building would have gone up in smoke. And I felt so bad for him. So eventually I was able to convince him to allow someone to come in and help him to get rid of some of the stuff. So he did, but it still wasn't enough. But he refused help. Sometimes people are ashamed. All right, so let me go to some good pictures, and then I'm gonna come back to your comments. So don't go anywhere. All right, let me pull up my picture, my winner for the day. And thank you for hanging in there with me. Thank you for staying to the end. So again, August is all about cleaning up. The entire month is dedicated to tenants. So I just want to show some pictures of someone who is watching, and they sent me their pictures. And the requirement to be entered into the giveaway is to send pictures before and after. And I said that if you send the pictures before you clean up, you send the pictures after you clean up. That's all you need to do. It doesn't cost anything. So let me pull up my picture. All right. This is their kitchen. You can see that they've cleaned up. They got the broom, they got the dustpan, right? So it's tidy, it's neat, it's organized. You see that there are no dishes in the sink. They clean their dishes. They put the dishes in the drain rack. You don't see any food or anything on the stove to the left side. You don't see spots of food or grease or anything on the refrigerator or the refrigerator handle. If you look at the dishwasher on the lower right side by that blue chair, you don't see any stains on the dishwasher. You don't see any spots on the floor, right? So they have done a good job in cleaning up their place. All right, so let me go to the next picture here. All right, so this I believe might be the living room. Okay, it's clean. Look at the ambiance. You see the candles. You see it's well lit. You can see that the floor is clean. It's vacuum. They've taken time to make sure that their home was clean. All right, let me go to the next picture. Look at that. Beautiful, just beautiful. Imagine coming home to a place that's clean. All right, so let me go to one more picture. No, I think that's it. That's all the pictures I have. So let me go back to another picture. So I showed some other pictures, right? All right, so we saw this picture. Now, we already know that nobody will feel comfortable coming home if your place looks like this. But wouldn't it feel awesome to come home to a place that looks like that? That's a big difference. That's a big difference. Let me go to another picture. Imagine you coming home and the glass, now this is a door, right? So in this picture, you see my hand going through the window pane of the door where the glass should be. There's no glass there, right? But to come home to this, that's a big difference, a huge difference. So to the individual who sent me these pictures here, you are the winner of the day. So I'm just going to ask that you inbox me. Don't put it in the comment section. Inbox me if you have Cash App. Inbox me your Cash App right now. Okay, you sent me the pictures, so please inbox me your Cash App or Zelle or PayPal, and you are the lucky winner of the day. I'm a woman of my word. I love to reward good behavior. And so cleaning up, listen, I appreciate tenants who clean up. I've been doing this for almost 30 years. I love tenants who take pride in cleaning up. I know I don't look 30. I keep saying I'm 27, doggone it, but I'm not really 27. All right, so let me go back to the rest of my comments in the chat box here. And I do appreciate you all. So, lady, you said DCHA has partnered with DMH. So, lady, for those of we have viewers who don't know what DMH is. Lady, if you're still watching, put that in the chat box. What does DMH stand for? You said, Christina, DC Access Helpline. They can call 1-888-793-4357 if you are in the DC area. And if you need help, if you need somebody to talk to, please call 888-793-4357. DC residents only. Okay, so the ARC program, that's in Pennsylvania. So with the ARC program, Ms. Quick, from what I was able to detect, is a program that it can assist residents who live in Pennsylvania. It can also assist you with self-sufficiency. It could assist you with renter's assistance. It could assist you with case management services. So when I looked up the ARC program in Pennsylvania, they have like a whole wide range of services that people can go through. Have you reached out to them? Because I know that sometimes it could be a challenge reaching people right now because some workers are working from home and maybe they are not as responsive. Maybe you're not able to get anybody by calling them on the phone. Let me know if you're reaching out, and if you can't connect with someone there at the ARC program, I can try to um, help you out with that. So just let me know. All right, Christine said, "Amen. Thank you. This is the new me, not the bag lady anymore. Thank you, Jesus." Absolutely. If I could sing, I would sing Erica Badu's song, "Bag Lady." I don't want to hurt y'all ears, so I'm not gonna go there tonight. All right, so let me see. Those pictures were nice, right? Listen, I might need her to come and decorate my place. All right. So, lady, before and after, what are you talking about? The pictures? Oh, the before pictures, before she cleaned up and after she cleaned up. I don't have that available right now, lady. But I promise you that it's a big difference. It's different. It's a big difference. But it's like night and day as far as the east is from the west. Um, okay, so you want my email address? Yes, thank you. Let me pull that up and put that on the screen for you. So email me those pictures, and the winner has to be online, because if I'm giving instructions to send me your Cash App while I'm live and online, you got to be here to get the information so I can send you your coins. Okay. All right. So my email address is KarissaSpann at gmail.com. Please email me. That's my email address. So, tenants, send me pictures before and after you clean up. All right. And next Monday, just as I did today, I'm going to pick someone. I'm not going to announce your name, so you don't have to worry about me embarrassing you. And if you choose to put in the comment section that it's you, that's fine. But if not, I already know who you are, because you've sent me your name, you've sent me your pictures, you've sent me the best contact number for you. All right. So that is all that's needed to be entered into the cash giveaway. Now, remember last week, if you tuned in last week, my special guest, Shanita, she said she was also donating some gift baskets of cleaning products and things that you can use in your home. So there's always a reason to show up and hear what I have to say. If I'm not giving information, I'm giving out cash apps, I'm giving out gift baskets, I'm giving out gift cards. It costs you absolutely nothing to show up and get this information. It's free 99. Free 99. All right, so I'm going to leave my email address up on the screen. Lady, you said DMH stands for Department of Mental Health. Thank you so much for that. Okay, so Ms. Quick, you do have your certificate. All right, so that is good. That's good, because there are so many people that's trying to get into the program to get the certificate. Listen, hear me. If you are a renter, I don't care which jurisdiction you're in. You could be in DC, Maryland, North Carolina, Arkansas, Wyoming, Texas, doesn't matter. If you have an opportunity to participate, to get involved, to get help from any type of program that's helping you to become self-sufficient, please take advantage of the program. Here's why. Those programs are not always going to be available. And so if you can get into a program, if you can get yourself some help, especially if it is a program that you can benefit from, please sign up. Then please come back and let me know that you signed up. Let me know that the outcome was great. Let me know what you got out of the program. Listen, I've gone through programs in life, and I promise you that I am a lifelong learner. I enjoy learning, because here's the thing about life. It doesn't matter what happens to us. When we have knowledge and education, that is something that can't nobody take away. My students are tuned in. I know that they can attest to this. They have heard me share this in class. But knowledge and education, that's the one thing that nobody can take away. They can take away your house, your car, your apartment. They can take away your kids. Situations can cause you to feel like you're losing your self-esteem or you're losing yourself. But I promise you that when you have that deeply rooted in you, you can start over again. And it makes you, check this, it makes you more valuable. You become an asset because of what you know. So please continue to show up every week and get a little bit more information. You take that, you get a little bit more information because I promise I'm going to keep bringing it. All right. So, lady, thank you so much. That is my email address. No, lady, you misspelled it. It's one R, KARISSA, KarissaSpann@gmail.com. Excuse the typo. She was rushing and get it typed in. Hello, Renee. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, that's right. Free 99. Renee, you already understand. You know the deal. Miss Quick, you said a lot. I do too. I know you do. I know. I know. Hello, Dr. Baker, First Lady, Evangelist, Episcopal. Nice to have you joining me today. Beautiful. Happy marvelous Monday. So, Andrea, so today I showed some pictures of someone who had some housekeeping issues, and throughout the month of August, every Monday, I'm picking someone to win a cash prize. So the only requirement is that they must send pictures before and after they clean up. So I showed pictures of a situation that was not the greatest, and then I showed some pictures of someone who cleaned up their home, and so they were their lucky winner today. Hey, Lynn, happy Monday, beautiful. Thank you for tuning in. All right, so listen, my time is up, and I thank you for yours. Absolutely, Lynn. Knowledge is power, but when we use that knowledge and education, that makes it powerful. All right, so that is my email address, KarissaSpann@gmail.com. Please make sure that you tune in next week. Listen, if you are a landlord, if you're watching and you have tenants who are maybe not the best in housekeeping, please tell them to tune in next Monday. Tell them to watch this replay so that they can see that maybe they could be my next lucky winner. So you got to be here to get it. I look forward to you all joining me next week right here on either Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube. I do love and appreciate you. Lady, you said, sorry about that. You were rushing. I figured that. So I won't hold it against you, lady. So you all share this information. Keep showing up. Thank you all for your support. Again, I do love and appreciate you. I'm KarissaSpann, the landlord and tenant coach. I'll see you all next week right here on this social media page at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Thank you so much. You too, Kenya.